Oh, there we go. It's that easy. This will fit Bacchus Malthus. So we can get. No, wait, it needs an update. Need some water in my life. Okay, here we are. Okay. Cool. Now here we go. All right. So I guess Minecraft is it. Wow. There we go. Nice. Oh, there we go. Okay. Well, I've done this once already. For about an hour and 20 minutes is how long the recording was. But I did not know how to use OBS, so instead of capturing my Minecraft gameplay, it's literally just a black screen. Because I'm really smart and I'm really good at this game, basically. But I don't know, now I guess I have to start all the way from the beginning. Basically say everything that I already said before, and it'll definitely, or before I say anything like that, it should be shorter this time. Said some bars in the last quote-unquote recording that kind of doubt I'm gonna remember, but yeah. So first of all, say why I'm doing this. You know, I figured this is I've been journaling for a long time. Should be around 3 or 4 years. And while it's definitely not every single day, I'd say it's fairly consistent. You know, I've used a lot of notebook paper, so it's not like I haven't done it enough, but I figured that I would try a different outlet this time, because why not, you know? Might do better, might make me feel better, and kind of think that's the case, because I did this earlier today, like I said already, and I think I started feeling better, to be completely honest. So, to catch you up to speed, what I'm doing here, you know, I'm far away from my house right now. First time playing hardcore. Trying to look for a mangrove swamp, because my house plan includes jungle planks, mud bricks, and granite. So I'm looking for a mangrove swamp right now to get mud for those mud bricks. And I don't know, I've just been, well, I just was just sitting here and talking about a lot of my life, stuff I would typically journal about. First thing, you know, I think recently, I say recently, a few months ago, like 2 months ago almost, I think, I got broken up with. I would like to say it was mutual. It really wasn't. I knew it had to happen, but she's the one that pulled the plug on it, so I wouldn't really fully say it was mutual as much as I would like it to be. It wasn't. But I think typically I would be at a state in life where I believe I don't need to journal right now, or I don't really need any kind of emotional outlet. But this time apart, and you know, like the reason why we broke up also gave me a lot of insight into what I need to focus my energy on. That a lot of, you know, my a lot of the conflict in my life is more internal than external, and some part of me has wished for more external conflict. Honestly, it kind of seems easier to deal with, because it's kind of something that's, you can't really do anything about it, you know? It's not within your grasp type of thing. It's kind of just, this is something happening to me right now, and it's out of my control, so there's not much to worry about, which I suppose there is some external conflict in my life, but I think because I've developed that mindset, they don't really affect me, and with that conflict not affecting me, I think I don't know if, like, I don't know what part of me it is, just something wants the conflict, so, oh, he has an iron sword. I don't know if I just be making up my problems or what. Can I get through right there? Sure think I can. This is a really cool area though. that little. It's really cool. Yeah. I wouldn't say I like make up my problems, but definitely do not help them. Oh, this is a lot prettier than that other side with all the stone. That's very pretty. I guess you can stand up and look around. It's beautiful. It looks fantastic. But yeah, a lot of my struggles have been kind of like mental, like introspection is where I find myself a lot of the time. But yeah, so just a baby zombie just hanging out right there, bro. I mean, it definitely is probably the best thing they could have happened there. Not what I wanted, but it's probably the best thing. Which is probably like us breaking up, you know? Well, obviously I didn't want it to happen. It was probably the best thing because there was a lot of things that I needed to realize that I don't think I would have been able to do had we not, you know? And well, she never really hit what those things were on the nose when we would talk. Please don't right now. Thank you. She threw out a couple of good suggestions, to be honest, that I don't completely disagree with. But yeah. Ow, bro, damn. We'll go this way. Yeah. Oh, nice, a village. I've had I mean, I never said an exact time, but, well, I guess I did. I think I said that it's been about 2 months, but, oh my apples. I think I've realized that, a lot of it was, I had no idea, why, but I was so insecure, like, while we were together, and I had no idea why, and, I finally realized, I think, a lot of it is due to, the fact that she wasn't very open with me, and that's, now right off the bat, I know that, expectations ruin relationships. I didn't know that at the time. I do now, but, I had expected, that in relationships, I would say it's a pretty standard thing to be able to be, vulnerable with other people and be open with other people in your relationships. So I had anticipated that, and when it came to it, that was not the case with her. I feel bad because whenever I talk about it like this, I feel like I'm putting like blame on her when in reality, you know, no one's she hadn't really worked on what she needed to work on, and neither did I. I think we were both individually working on certain things, certain aspects of our lives. But when it comes to each other, I for sure didn't work on the right thing, and I don't think she worked on the right thing either. She had a lot of trust issues because her first and, well, technically last too, before I got with her boyfriend, cheated on her. So she went into a relationship with a lot of trust issues, and a part of me is kind of angry because I feel like that's not really fair to me, and I understand why she felt that way, but I think it kind of led to her never fully opening up to me, and I tried to stress it as much as I could, but that's what I wanted. A lot of what I wanted was that. I told her that I was I want you to cry to me, because I just wanted somebody that I could be vulnerable to, and they be vulnerable back, and I tried to be vulnerable in front of her, and I think a lot of that is actually what set off the breakup, and made her realize that I had to work on some things. I wouldn't say that I said too much, I just spoke my truth, but that's what she concluded from that, and in the end, it was her decision. She said that it was something I needed to figure out on my own, and that she couldn't help me through it, and that's because that's how she learned it, appreciating oneself and self-love, all of that. That's what she came to realize, and I'll tell you how she came to realize this. I'll tell you about the conversation we had. From the top, I guess. There was one particular day. I felt insecure, right? Already established. I didn't really know the reason why. So, without really saying anything to her, I just convinced myself. I said, I need to love you less. You need to hold, maybe not necessarily less value, but less importance to me. Because where it's at right now is not healthy. Which I wouldn't say that it was holding her importance so high. I think it was not valuing the other things in life as much. I think she has a right to be valued however much. People, set their own values and standards and priorities. And while she wasn't my number one, I don't think she should have even been close to my number one. One thing for sure, I should have put myself before her, but I never did that. And I thought that in a way that that was the right thing to do, and that was like, you know, a good thing to do, honestly. But looking back at it, like retrospectively, it's a pretty selfish thing, because it's basically saying that I'm not going to respect myself and take care of myself for your sake, and that will make me feel good, because yeah, I value you so much that I'm willing to throw away my own person for you. And I don't think that's really something many people want, and it's something that I shouldn't have even considered, but it was. So like I said, I could tell you the conversation. I guess if it really couldn't hurt to, I don't know, it's just gonna be a little bit more tangent-esque. Oh, those are jungle trees. Still looking for that mangrove. Dude, this world is so much jungle. It is genuinely insane. I've come across 4 or 5. Wait, no way. That is the find of a lifetime. That looks so cool. With the... Wow, it generated in the water too. On an island? Are you kidding me? Ah, get out of here. I'm gonna... Wow. That is insane. That is an insane generation. Let's see if we can find a smithing template in here. That would be amazing. Oh no, I forgot how to do this. No, not the cave noises, bro. Anything but the cave noises. Swear there's definitely a trap wire hook somewhere around here. No way. Wait, does it go off if you get out? It goes... Oh, I just stepped over that one. Wow, that was a terrible chest. That's really disappointing. Oh, arrows galore though. Take these ones too. Nice, 20 arrows, dude. Oh, wait, was that actually it? Where's that supposed to be? What? I don't remember where it's supposed to open up. Wow, that looks very cool. Which door is supposed to open? Man. Oh. That is not it. Sorry, but I'm not patient enough for this. No, smithing template just old. That's unfortunate, man. That was a massive detour from a conversation I was having, but I don't know. Yeah, I'll recount the the whole conversation, I guess. Oh, if I can get leather, I can make another bag. That would be good. Basically, I said, like, I need to love you less. And, without saying anything, I just, like, that one day, I didn't say goodbye to her after class or something like that. I didn't walk with her. Or, like, I didn't even say I love you or whatever. And, I don't know, that was my way of doing that. And then I felt terrible about it. Like, I didn't understand it until I did it, but that was definitely not the right thing to do. And it made me feel really bad. So I went to talk to her after I did that. And we talked for a while, probably like an hour or two. And we talked about God, how did we get there at that point? Struggling to remember this. How we got to the point that we did. I don't know. Okay, point is, I was like, I thought I needed to love you less. And, then, somehow, somewhere. I mean, obviously, I don't remember, because if I would tell you. Mangrove? Sure does not look like it. Tree generation, I guess. I don't know, I need to get distant horizons on this. But somehow we got there. And that's what we talked about. I talked about losing my friend and my uncle a few years back. About when I was in my freshman year. Kind of forgot to establish already my senior year. I'm 18 right now, so yeah, there's that. We started talking about that, and I still felt a lot of regret, because I felt as if I didn't do as much as I should have. Oh, there's no way oh yeah. The RTX, dude, I swear I thought I was fine. I didn't really, forgive myself for not doing as much as I thought I could. And while I do still believe that, I could have done more, because I definitely could have. My friend had cancer, and we all knew he was gonna. We didn't know. He beat it once, and then he got it again. And I was foolish enough to tell myself just that he'll beat it again, and I don't need to worry about making my time worth him, utilizing that time enough that I had with him, because we were gonna have a lot more time. And I was naive enough to fully believe that, so there were quite a few times where I had the opportunity to see him, but I I prioritize things such as like school and soccer, which well, they definitely are in like priorities in my life, like very high. It kind of taught me the reality that friends and family should be valued much more than that. People in general should be valued much more than those things. Because, well, yeah, obviously some things are permanent in school, like grades and stuff, but people should be valued more than things such as those. And it was a harsh way to learn that lesson, but I learned it. Then my uncle, he happened before my friend. He committed suicide while I was in 8th grade. My friend passed away because of cancer in my freshman year, 9th grade. And, the thing with my uncle that this is the thing is, you can regret something that you didn't do, but you need to be able to forgive yourself for not doing what you regret. Because I resented myself for such a long time because, my mom knew he wasn't in the best place. And, she told me one day, she was like, he's going through a really rough time right now. And I'm sure he would really appreciate it if you sent him a text message, just saying how much you mean to him. And that's pretty darn cool. Pretty naively again, I convinced myself somehow that he wouldn't take it that far, because things like suicide in families and like cancer with your friends, like that doesn't happen to me, that just happens to other people and other families. And while I feel sorry for them, I will never understand because that won't happen to me. And then it happened to me, and I realized that there was so much that I had taken for granted. Like having such a loyal and kind, amazing friend, genuinely the best person that I have ever met, and I'm convinced that I ever will meet. He was so amazing, and it hurt so much having to say that in the past tense, but I took that time with him for granted. And that really sucks. With the knowledge that I have now, I try to fully, soak up and take in every moment with my friends that I can. Because there's no telling whether they'll leave you or they'll leave them. There's really no way of knowing. For sure, it's gonna happen, So it's kind of just something that you have to prepare yourself for. my friends, were all like a grade above me, so I don't really have that many people to talk to anymore. Talk to? And this past year of school that I was with them, I used as much as I could to my advantage. I'm glad that I did, but I really wish just that I had more time with them. And of course we're still friends, but it really probably wouldn't be that difficult to have a conversation like this with them. But something in me does not let myself be fully vulnerable in front of anybody for a long time. And then as soon as I met my girlfriend and we were together, I thought, wow, this is finally the time where I can do that. And while it's not necessarily like we broke up purely for that reason, it kind of opened her eyes up to I guess less than desirable things about me. And there were a lot of things that I didn't really understand either, so I don't really blame her for that. Man, that is really unfortunate. I thought we were gonna find a mangrove because of the swamp biome. Dang, man. Guess I might be able to keep going this way, actually. But yeah, that opened her eyes up to a lot, and that's what she said, that I needed to figure those things out on my own, and that she couldn't help me figure those things out. And while I was figuring those things out, she really couldn't be there at the same time. It was, I'm sure it was frustrating for her, that constant insecurity emanating from me, because it really caused me to kind of place a lot of blame on her. She still really is not she was not good at texting at all. And I don't know, I think that gave me the constant feeling that I had already lost her, even though that very well shouldn't have been the case. She chose to be with me. What is she gonna do? Put on a face and just pretend that she likes me? For what reason? What does she gain out of that? And it's not necessarily typical things that you hear about. I feel like really mostly only prevalent in social media. Like, oh yeah, man, she was using me for my money. She just this reason, that. I don't really know how common that actually is in relationships. I think that due to social media placing such a large spotlight on those relationships that do actually have them, not necessarily gaslights people, but I think people tend to believe more that that must be the reason why, you know. That is why she broke up with me. She was just after my money and blah 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 blah, whatever, you know. But people really are not that shallow. And I think if you're unfortunate to come across one of those people, I'm sorry. In my understandings, that's not a very common thing to come by, you know. I think it. I don't know. It's hard to say if it was the right thing or not for her to do, because I guess this is actually really something I've been telling myself a lot lately too. There often isn't really a right or wrong answer, you know, and worrying, you know, sitting there constantly questioning, what was this, what was that, was this the right thing to do, was that the right thing to do, did I mess up when I said this, you know, there's a lot of things that you just really don't need the answer to in life. And some things, obviously, you probably do want an answer to, you know. It might give you a better understanding of yourself and the people around you. But those things that don't really matter, but still weigh heavily on your mind, they're really just a waste of energy, and it's not beneficial at all to sit there just constantly worried, because that's not really how you're supposed to live life. I just am collecting different wood types right now, I guess, because I can't come across a stupid mangrove swamp. I want to hold on to this string to make bundles. Because if I get a bundle, whoosh, whoosh, so much inventory space right here. Whoosh, whoosh. I need those sticks. I just need to find a cow and get leather, man. Maybe that's what I'll make my goal for right now. Until I set off again. Set off looking for that biome, because, dear Lord, it is proving far more difficult than I had originally anticipated it to be. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's getting nighttime. I don't know if that's what section that kind of is. It's how to label that, how to conclude it. Just go over this one more time. Kind of more for myself than well, I say you guys. Like, I'm gonna do anything with this. This is really just so I can look back, or at least so I've told myself. I don't know. I also thought, man, how cool would this be if I posted this and so many people related to it, and the same way, and it, you know, took off. Or even if I found, you know, 1 or 2 people after posting it that truly liked it and felt it truly, you know, struck a chord in them, and they really liked it. How awesome that would be, you know? That'd be so cool. Man, it has been a struggle to find a cow, and I have no idea where my boat is anymore. Obviously it's just a boat. I can just build another one, but that was the OG. So farewell, boat. But I want some cows to make a bundle, and it's so much harder than it should be because every mob other than cows are spawning right now. Yeah, basically, I guess I could use a horse. A hort. I said I was gonna go over here. Yes. Wow, that is laggy. Oh, you can't do saddles. You can't do tools either. I definitely want my bows. I want my bows. My arrows. I can't stack that. Can't stack this. That is pretty close to being full now. Guess I don't really need to hold on to that. If we could find another horse, cow, that would be fantastic. But yeah, I just want to try to summarize so I can kind of give myself a conclusion, you know, to this whole blah 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 thing. Yeah, because there's so many different tangents to run off onto. Oh yes. No, I'll put the string away first. That's so sad. No, I just want to switch to them. There we go. Let's see. Guess that would be the most optimal. A little storage thing here. That's while we're at it. Let's make a boat. Probably put that string down for first and go back again. I guess probably not. But gosh, see, like, the tangents are crazy. Wow, that was a lot. Basically, I don't really know if it's fully over. I've been saying that, so I guess I just have to go on another tangent. So sorry. Yeah. First things there we go. I should be getting that. you can regret something that you didn't do, but you can't really hold resentment over yourself for that, for not doing that. Wow, I think it's hard to use my opinion. Yeah. Like you can regret that, but when you don't forgive yourself, that's when there's a problem. You need to be able to forgive yourself for things like that, and however many years later, I still hadn't forgiven myself, and I think that's what she saw, and what she viewed as a problem. I don't think I'll ever understand why she thought I had to be alone to learn, self-love. But I can't really argue against it because it's not my choice. And like I said, it's a waste of energy trying to understand something, trying to understand someone, and their thoughts behind it, because no matter how much somebody would try to explain something to you, you have not lived their life, You're never going to fully be able to understand anything or anyone, and a part of me kind of hates that, but it's just the way it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate, and you can dwell on it. You can kind of use it as a crutch to get through those things. Use it as a tool to, sit there and tell myself I don't need to understand this. I'm wasting my energy by, sitting here and contemplating this for so long, and I can be spending my energy on better things. So yeah. I don't know, there was a lot going wrong, like mentally up there, I do think I am mentally strong, I really think I am. But there were a lot of factors that held me back from, feeling truly happy, or feeling proud of myself. Feeling proud of myself is a pretty rare thing to happen. I think and I mean, it should tell you how much school means to me. I think that the most recent time I was proud of myself was when we got our test results back for the ACT, and I was over the moon the entire day. I was so happy, and it was amazing, I was in California, staying at my uncle's place. We were at SeaWorld. I was actually hanging out with a friend that lived in California that I met legit over Xbox, which was really cool. When I got the news, and I sat there and I was smiling the whole day, We're at SeaWorld. I'm like, man, things have never felt better. I think this is the happiest I've been, and I think that happiness was just what it feels like to be, proud of yourself. And it was something that I hadn't felt in so long. It was like I was elated, I could not ask for a better day in my entire life. And then we were calling people to tell them about it, and everybody was just as excited as I was. Oh, we'll have to throw you a party when you get back. That's so awesome to hear. I'm so proud of you. And I'm like, thank you. I'm like, yeah, that would be awesome if we threw a party, because this is a really big accomplishment. This has been my focus for so long, and I truly did a good job. I was happy about it. And then we called my older sister, and obviously for reference, I say obviously, for reference, she didn't do very well. She ended up getting like a 23 or something like that. So not very high, and I deserve the score that I got. I put in the time, I put in the work, and that feeling of accomplishment was fully earned. So we called my older sister, and she was pretty envious about it, and I really look up to her. And so when she gave me no reaction at all, not even a wow, good job, I thought she was gonna be super excited to celebrate that achievement with me, and then she wasn't, and it really took away from that happiness. It kind of ruined it. I started saying, people have done better. There's no reason for me to be as excited about it. It's not that big of a deal. I don't know if I even deserve this. I didn't study as much as other people. It's not very fair. Even without, that feeling stuff that I had beforehand. And all of that happiness could just be taken away by that, just because of one person. It's kind of like a red flag. So I didn't realize all of this until I got broken up with, and I wouldn't. It's not like I'd say I'm grateful to her, because obviously I just, you can say everything happens in life for a reason. It taught me a lesson, and it's for the better, and I have told myself it is for the better. It's better preparing me for when that person, whoever that next person is in my life, it's better preparing me to fully enjoy my time with them. But it's hard, man, because when it she meant a lot to me, so it's really hard to say that that lesson was worth more to me than she was. And of course I want to be treated as if everything's okay, and even if that's just gaslighting myself and saying that I'm okay, and that I don't miss her, and I'm doing better off without her. It's really hard to, because held her so highly. And I mean, she meant so much to me, you know? So it's really hard to basically invalidate my own feelings, just because the outcome was one that taught me that was kind of necessary to happen, you know? And like I said, it's one of those things that you're kind of just gonna waste your time thinking about. But it's like, you know, what if she stayed with me and tried to help me figure it out? Would I have came to the same conclusion, you know? Would I have realized all that she was trying to stress? Or would she have not been able to elaborate enough for me to understand? And things could have ended worse. You know, there's no way to know. You know, just all these what ifs in life, and they're really hard to avoid because they're everywhere. It's really unfortunate. I was hoping to find more caves, man. Is that... See, I don't know if that goes too deep for the gold to spawn. I don't know if that's even a thing. But like, you know, it's too deep, the gold isn't gonna spawn there. Oh shoot, I don't have my shit equipped. Haha. Good thing that guy fell off and died. No way, my sword is about to break. Phew. Destiny. Oh, I knew it. Oh, man. That looks funny. Where is it? There. That's cool. No way. Oh shoot, I gotta go get Grayson. No, I just doxed myself. Oh my goodness. Man, this is so hard. I forgot this is hardcore. Loyal. Guess I'll take those two. Oh, that is not what we wanted. Wait, is that a... Why is it showing up as a on the ground? It's so interesting. My boots are gonna break, dude. Okay, I mean... guess this is adios, because I definitely need to pick up Grayson. So yeah, I mean, thank you for joining me along the way. This is my screen. It's really cool. Yeah. Bye bye. Thank you.